Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I need the subs. Hello, Crafty Andy here, and these are my thoughts. So I watched Invincible, and I have to say, I regret passing it up when I saw it on the shelf years ago in comic book form, mainly because I thought it was yet another run-of-the-mill superhero story. Even had the same thought when it came to the trailer on Amazon, so thanks to the round table for making me more aware of this. To emphasize, the covers of the books, the trailer for the show, you'd think it would be some cute action fluff story like the 2000s Justice League and Teen Titans, but no. Without spoiling a thing, let's just say I'm curious to see how bloody that intro card is going to get by the time this is over. I saw the first 5 episodes. My prediction is that Robot is trying to make a replacement breed of superheroes for whenever any of their fleshy members die, or trying to create something that can possibly take on Omni-Man, the main hero of this universe. Maybe Omni-Man isn't real at all and this is his dead replacement that we're watching. I don't know. There is a building mystery here that I cannot wait to see how it unfolds. There's a million people likely already reviewing this thing, so I figured in an effort to stick out more, it would be more entertaining to make fun of the few meth-humping reviews I found on Amazon. Nothing personal, folks. It does suck that a lot of streaming services are doing this weekly release schedule, trying to make streaming more like TV. Really, it's dumb because people on tighter budgets wait for the entire season release before watching it and paying for 1 month, while your larger user base gets annoyed with the wait time and likely still wait for the episodes to pile on before binging it anyways. I really don't care that much. Not enough to give it a 1-star review like some people did. You know what I did when I ran out of episodes? I watched something else. There is so much fucking shit I have yet to finish. Cobra Kai, Gundam, Iron Blood Orphans, Wayne, Kipo, Star Trek. God damn, wish I had time to watch everything to the point this is a problem. I was amused by this one here. Rip-off of other characters so obvious it's sad. It's obviously a blatant rip-off of other people's work. Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Aquaman rip-offs all show up within minutes of the show starting. You can figure out the whole thing within the first 15 minutes. This is supposedly written for adults. Yeah, okay, well, think of a superhero idea. Think of a idea for your own little superhero. Sorry, it's already been done. Only you watched through the first episode, you have no idea. Now, a moment of silence for the brains that have died back in 2010. There are not many 1-star reviews on this, but goddamn, they are amusing to me. Primarily because the majority are mad at the supposed woke politics being shoved into the show. Because superhero stories are not political, unless there are brown and queer people in it. I'm sorry, but I've already talked more about woke politics than is actually in the show's current 5 episodes. Episode 3 has a one-off mention of Adam's Eve being a feminist, a single instance of a supervillain demolishing Mount Rushmore because of it representing slave owners and tyrants, all the while stating that he should be the one in charge of things. In other words, he's fighting his perceived fascism with the goal of becoming a fascist dictator.
You come to pray at this obscene monument? They were oppressors, racists, slave owners. I give you a new god worthy of worship. Bow before Doc Seismic.
You'd think that'd be a joke that's right up their alley, but apparently it ruins the entire series somehow. Now, I've talked twice over the amount of woke politics found in the show. Point is, the more aware your story is of existing social climates, the more queer and or brown your characters are, the more political their existence is. Take away the supposed woke elements and it's still political because politics is everything. Even standing for nothing means you are standing for the status quo. You're a status quo warrior. Congratulations. No one is trying to take shit away from these big brain boys, okay? These are the people that just want to enjoy the show. But if there's anything that can challenge the current perspective, it's political all of a sudden. It's okay. You don't have to think about things that make you feel icky. Do what you do regarding every social issue, from systemic racism, queerphobia, to the slave labor that's behind the clothing we wear, and just plug your ears.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
There are no monsters here.
Sleep.
Happy your life turned out normal. Never had to think critically of your own beliefs. And if you want to get defensive about your comfort within the status quo, as if trans people having rights somehow blocks you from having a trad wife and 3 kids you can't afford, then all I can say is your apathy has been noted. Episodes 1 and 2 are good, but 3, they start pushing hard left and rad femme politics with the characters. Love interest remarks how she likes fourth wave feminism. Cut to a mad doctor tearing up Mount Rushmore, calling the founding fathers racist slave owners and oppressors. This wasn't in the comics this is based on and is being injected by the animators. You think they realize that abusing their product for political pandering is why mainline comic sales are in the toilet and apolitical indie stuff and manga are destroying them right now? Ah yes, because Attack on Titan is surely apolitical. Completely apolitical. Firstly, I've collected and read the Invincible since inception in 2003. This animated series has taken on a heavy left political view by shaming white males and calling them all racist. It's unacceptable that the creators are forcing this type of rubbish in their cartoons. Avoid this if you are white and don't want to feel ashamed and dirty. 15 minutes, that's how long it takes for the woke messages to show up. I knew it was an Amazon original, I knew it'd be woke. I held my breath, I was not disappointed. Remember folks, the woke message is more important than the content. It's all about propaganda. Not going to take much more wokeness to get me to drop the show. So tired of this garbage. Oh well, go woke, get broke. This is why DC and Marvel are failing. Real comic fans don't like this crap. Just stop. Oh yeah, not a real comic fans guy, really. Definitely not a real comics fan. No comics here. Why The Last Man? More like one man too many, right, my feminist? Berserk? More like fucking a white male rage. Am I woke or am I broke? V for Vendetta? No political agenda here, just that fascism isn't good. Watchmen? Just real hero fun time. What are you talking about? No politics here. For the record, strong women are awesome. Mark's mother is a great example of this, and there are others in the series, but of course they had to go out of their way to turn Mark's first love interest, who was a blonde white girl in the comics, into a strong black woman to really nail home that feminist and racial agenda. And if your argument is, what does it matter if they changed to race, then what would it matter if they had it? If people started changing historically black characters to other races, there would have been massive amounts of uproar. There's never an excuse to do it unless you're pushing an agenda onto people. If blacks or females want representation, then write some good black or female characters. Don't appropriate ones that already exist for your nonsense race baiting. Guarantee this won't be the first agenda character to be shoved down our throats. Here's hoping it never gets as heavy-handed as season 2 of The Boys. I won't be expecting much from the remainder of this series unless someone seriously changes something about it. If you want basically the same story but without having feminist nonsense shoved down your throat or questionable musical choices, then go read the books. Well, it seems to matter to you greatly. Like, holy shit, man, what if they make a Hercules movie and he's played by a black man? So they took Mark's love interest and changed the hue of her skin color. What's the agenda here exactly? Black people exist? They always mention agenda. Like, what's the agenda? Why is it always so vague and never explained? So you take a few characters in popular media, turn their skin color from white to brown, and all of a sudden you have communism. Makes sense to me. Write some good characters. Interesting point. Except they did. And in this case, Mark's love interest is being played by a black woman this time. If you want a version of the show where there are no agendas, like putting more brown people into character roles of the story, then make your own show. The race of the character doesn't matter until it does. Remember when Johnny Storm from Fantastic Four was being played by Michael B. Jordan, a black actor?
Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun! Oh my god! You don't need to make Heimdall black, Nick Fury black, etc. It's totally annoying and break the story. And this guy's probably the most articulate. Why Johnny? Doesn't matter to me, shouldn't matter to you. If it does, re-examine your fucking value system. Right, Crater.
It shows that they're such hypocrites because they see representation of minorities as politics, but actually putting super controversial conservative political figures into games is totally fine, and anyone who has a problem with that is trying to put their own politics into this video game. This is evident from their reaction to Yuri Bezmenov and Ronald Reagan featuring in the new Call of Duty. Press F to ignore the AIDS crisis.
Can you just review the fucking show? I'm a small YouTuber that's in a position that requires me to take a different approach talking about this show, and so I'm not buried by the already established YouTubers doing their own reviews, theories, and Easter egg hunting. What's your excuse, catering to the dead horse of baby's first experience of progressive ideas found in the majority of comics created since the 70s? Like, how about the quality of the animation, the incredible mix of fantastical elements that most live-action shows couldn't handle convincingly? Along with acknowledging the real stakes and consequences of being a hero in action where lives are at stake. I just got done watching the 5th episode, and I was sitting up in my seat shouting, Jesus Christ, show some fucking mercy, please. I would say it even does a better job subverting the superhero genre than The Boys, which I only saw 5 episodes of too. Mainly because the heroes of The Boys are all just different flavors of narcissism, except for the main heroic women of the show. While Invincible involves a wider range of personality and individual challenges for the main characters to overcome. But really, these are just my thoughts. At this point, you already know if you like the show or not, and I'm sure the majority have actual legit reasons for going one way or the other, as opposed to the few we went over today. It's funny too, because I just recently got a comment on my video about reactionary channels and how I'm done with them. He is absolutely right. Pandering to 3% of the population has put many franchises out of business. A broader appeal is good business, and try spelling homophobic, which only means fear of the same, not fear of homosexuality. Try studying Greek prefixes and suffixes correctly. Ah yes, big guy, a real big brain fellow here, he's using his big boy thoughts. It will only increase credibility or salvage what little you have to begin with. What franchises have gone out of business? What do you mean, franchises? I think Subway still hires gay people. I don't think they care what their sexuality is. I'm pretty sure that Subway's still around. Walmart, I'm pretty sure Walmart doesn't care either. Unless he's talking about like movies and books and stuff like that. Okay, well, you're trying to say you can't relate to a character if they are not like you? Aren't people like you the ones that are always strawmanning about representation being code for can't relate to a character unless they are exactly like me? Can't fucking win with these shit slurpers. Pandering. When is it not fucking pandering anymore? I was watching the show Kipo, and one of the main characters is gay, and a lot of people commented that it was just shoehorned in there. Again, I have to emphasize, the more queer or brown you are, the more political your existence is. They have plenty of woke moments in Mandalorian,
where all the women team up together to fight stormtroopers, just like that scene at the end of Avengers. But these guys love that in this context, but when it's Avengers or anything else, then it's for SJWs and it's pandering.
But apparently that's okay because it's a good show, therefore it doesn't count. It only counts when it's a bad show, or a show that challenges the typical tropes we see in stories. Then all of a sudden it's an agenda, it's pandering. Can't fucking win, can't fucking win. Currently continuing to work on the Cyberpunk's Nightmare Before Christmas episode and crossover poster here. I stream every day, Monday through Friday on Twitch, link below. Check out the current times. Doing artwork, video editing, or playing video games. Art prints are for sale at the Art Pal store under Crafty Andy. Patreon if you want digital prints and early episodes when finished. Subscribe and like and share and all that shit. I should be back to a video a week with more shorts on the way. Stay creative.